Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Joe. Come and be his guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
Here's our lady M.D. She's as pretty as can be at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Oh, another one. Doggone it, you folks shouldn't do this for me.
Oh, it's because we love you, Floyd.
Oh, please, Doc, I cry easy. From Billy, Bobby, and Betty Joe.
Well, it's not every day that a guy retires, Floyd.
With a pension yet. Ooh, looky here. Oh, she's a beauty. Thanks a million, girl.
You're welcome.
Hey, how about breaking it in with steam, cinders, and smoke? Oh,
Hey, good idea. Come on, Floyd.
Okay. Everybody clear the track. Pension plan for a railroad man is a mighty fine thing, they say. But after 20 years, there's a few sad tears when they say today's the day. So you fish a little bit, you hunt a little bit, tend a little garden plot. There's a lump in your throat when you hang up your coat, and the memory's all you've got of a life of steam, cinders, and smoke. Boom! Steam, cinders, and smoke. It's a long, long track, but I'm glad I'm back to steam, cinders, and smoke.
Folks, I hate to put a damper on this swell party we're having, but we got ourselves a problem.
What's that, Sam?
Well, with Floyd retiring, who are we going to get to run the cannonball?
Hey, that's right. I never thought of that.
The only one that knows how is Betty Joe. Well, that doesn't exactly fit in with your plans right now. Not while I'm raising Kathy Joe.
Oh, I don't know why that should slow you up. You can heat her bottle on the firebox and hang her diapers over the boiler.
Sam, this could be a real problem.
Yeah, you're darn tootin' it could. Well, there's one thing this valley can't do without, and that's the cannonball.
Well, it's vital to my work. I know that.
Well, who are we going to get?
Beats me.
Now, before you guys completely panic, will you allow me to say something?
Sure, go ahead.
We've got somebody to run the cannonball.
We have.
Who's that?
Me.
Oh, come on, Joe. Be serious.
I am serious. I'm going to run the cannonball.
Boy, this'll bring back walking.
Oh, be an engineer on a train, even the cannonball, takes some experience.
You're forgetting I ran the cannonball 2 years ago during the emergency when Floyd was sick.
Yeah, and every time you ran it, it was an emergency.
Weren't you the one that ran it into the Pixley station?
So I ran 8 feet past the end of the line. Dig, dig, dig.
But if Uncle Joe doesn't run the cannonball, who else can we get?
Yeah. We're stuck.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I didn't mean it that way, Joe.
I know the way you meant it, and I'll show you. I'm going to run the cannonball the way it should be run.
Well, Joe, that's not a very nice thing to say in front of Floyd. You did a great job, Floyd.
Thanks.
Yes, you've given us many years of wonderful service.
By the way, Floyd, how many years did you have to run the cannonball before you got your pension?
35.
It's going to be a pretty tight fit, Joe.
Just look at that schedule. Leaving Hooterville at approximately 8 to 8:30, arrive in Pixley approximately 10 to 10:45. Well, them days is gone forever. Give me that new schedule.
No, it can't be.
What are you mumbling about?
I must be seeing things. Joe Carson?
What are you talking about?
Golly, it is him. Not even 8 o'clock yet. What happened, Joe? Your bed break down? New cannonball schedule. Leave Hooterville 8 a.m. sharp. Arrive Pixley 10 a.m. sharp. Oh, Joe, you can't be serious about this.
You darn tootin' I'm serious.
Well, what if the fishing's good on Willow Creek Bridge? You lose a half hour right there at least.
No, I won't. This cannonball's going to run on a rigid schedule from now on.
But what if one of Ben Miller's cows is grazing on the tracks?
Well, if she is, I just give a couple of blasts on the whistle and she goes on her way.
Joe, you can't do that.
Why can't I?
Well, Floyd did it once, and Ben's cow got so scared she gave sour milk for a month.
No, well, that's too bad. But with me as engineer, the cannonball's going to keep a regular schedule. Also, I'm making some other changes up and down the line.
You say so, Casey. Oh, morning, Miss Frisbee.
Good morning, Sam.
Have you met the new engineer of the cannonball?
Yes, I heard it on the party line. Miss Benson told me. I'll be riding to Pixley with you just as soon as I give Sam my order, Mr. Carson. Thank you.
I'll be with you in a minute, Mr. Carson.
Now then. Where was I?
6 bars or so.
Oh, yes. Well, how are your apples today?
Right there.
Oh, they look pretty. You know, Orville was awfully disappointed in the apples I got from you the last time.
Well, I don't think you can go wrong with these.
But they look beautiful. Nice and juicy. He's gone.
Well, I'll
He
be
left without me.
8 o'clock sharp.
In 30 years, that's the first time the cannonball never waited for me.
Yeah, and I'm afraid a lot of other people up and down the line are in for some surprises, too.
Makes official schedule stops only. Signed, J. Carson, engineer and trainmaster.
Come on, good day's work.
Wait, quiet now, please.
Do you have a solution for all this?
Yes, of course we do.
We?
You and I.
Well, what is it?
You tell them.
Oh, thanks. Well, the way we're going to solve this is to, have a talk with Joe.
Oh, there's that.
Everybody, please. I'm sorry, but we do have a guest to consider.
We do?
Yes, a Mr. Billingham. He checked in late this afternoon and said he wanted to get some rest. Though I doubt if he's getting it.
Well, I'm sorry, Billy Joe, but this is a matter that affects the whole valley.
It does.
You know, I had to close down my store this afternoon just to take Mrs. Frisbee home, and Joe ran off and left her. Now, there's no telling how many customers I missed while I was gone.
Yeah. And how about me? That darn whistle scared my cow so badly that she came up half a pail short.
I'm in school. Imagine the cannonball not stopping for someone. That's never happened in my whole life.
No, never happened to anybody.
What's going on?
Joe, it seems that in your operation of the cannonball, you have trod on a few toes.
Well, I have, huh?
Mm-hmm. And these are a few of the troddies.
Well, that's just too bad. Me and Dick and Spiro have got the same problem. You can't please everybody.
Well, you've got another problem. You can't please anybody.
Oh, is that so? Well, for your information, it just so happens that I made 3 round trips between Hooterville and Pixley, and every one of them in record time.
And how many passengers did you pick up?
Well,
Now, sure. You can make time traveling deadhead, which matches nicely with what's in your skull.
Gentlemen, please, gentlemen.
That's our guest, Mr. Billingham.
Mister, I hope you've got something important to say because you're interrupting a good fight.
Well, there's nothing to fight about. Or at least there won't be after I'm through here.
Why? What are you doing here?
I'm here to dispose of the cannon.
Oh, mister, if that's a joke, it's not a very good one.
No, it's no joke. You see, I represent the C&FW. Now, as long as Floyd Smoot was running the old cannonball, we were content to let her go on her unobtrusive and unprofitable way. Now, as we've heard that Mr. Smoot has retired, we've decided to take definite steps.
If I'm handling now, I'm taking over.
Well, that is not your province, sir. The C&FW owns the cannonball, and we have definite plans for her. Lucrative plans.
Oh, you're bringing in diesel, streamliner. You're going to have 4 Pullmans in that. Sounds good. No?
No.
What then?
Have you ever heard of a tax write-off?
You mean like where you scrap something completely for a complete loss, so for tax purposes?
That's right. And believe me, this one is a beaut.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Does the C&FW know what this train means to this community? Don't they have any heart? Don't they like people?
Oh, yes, they like people, but they love tax write-offs. So forget your battles, folks. There's really nothing to fight about.
How'd you make out at the mayor's office?
No good. He went through all these files and couldn't come up with a thing pertaining to our agreement with the C&FW.
Well, I'm not doing any better here.
I sent Bobby Joe over at the courthouse to see what she could dig up over there.
Good. Hey, Joe, you know, just as sure as I'm standing here, I remember seeing a document that spelled out our rights.
I recall seeing it, too, but what happened to it beats me.
Well, if we don't find it, we're dead as far as the cannonball's concerned.
Find out anything over at the courthouse, Bobby Joe?
I'll say I did.
Good girl.
Guess what?
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 The
Selma Pot's been married 3 different times.
Bobby Joe.
The first one was Aunt Clifford, then Bernard, then Julius.
Bobby Joe, I didn't send you over there to look up Selma's past history.
Now, what about the CNFW?
The what?
The railroad.
Oh, well, that was pretty dull compared to Selma Pot.
Yeah, I'll buy that, but did you find the document we were looking for?
No.
You didn't see any paper that looked like an agreement between the railroad and the people of the valley?
No, nothing like that.
Well, if you folks will excuse me, I gotta go set up the saddest headline I ever put out.
What about, Sam?
Cannonball makes last trip tomorrow.
Well, there she is.
Yeah, the last time we'll be hearing it. You're coming with us, aren't you, Janet? For the last ride on the Cannonball, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Hello, cutie. It's rather a shame to think that the Cannonball won't be part of your young life.
Come on, Bobby Joe.
What's the matter?
She doesn't want to go.
Well, I think it's sort of, well, ghoulish. I mean, it's like taking your last ride with your best friend.
Oh, no, look, we all feel badly about it, but it can't be helped.
Come on, girls, hurry. Uncle Joe's getting impatient. If we don't hurry, we're going to be taking this last trip on foot.
Get going, we're late.
Hi, girls.
Oh, you decided to take the last trip too, huh, Sam?
Oh, yeah, even closed up my store today in memoriam.
Everything all clear on that side? Okay, here we go.
Oh, there's Dipple's Hog Pond.
Our favorite ice skating pond.
It's old new Kylie's barn.
Holy Mook, how's Kathy Joe?
And now we're coming to the Willow Creek Bridge. I remember the times when old Floyd and Charlie used to stop the train on the bridge and fish for trout. Of course, the Cannonball was always an hour or so late, but nobody could get sore.
I'll never forget the night Kathy Joe was born. Wendell overslept, and the expectant mother had to run the Cannonball.
And on the way to the hospital, we stopped and picked up practically everybody in the valley, including the Douglases.
Oh, okay. But this will be the first time I ever rode with a pregnant engineer.
And I know we'll never forget the Cannonball during the holidays. Every year we'd string lights on the Cannonball and we'd ride up and down the valley singing Christmas carols.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
I think all those wonderful memories are going to be just wonderful memories.
Won't stop for me, Willie. Well, this train makes official scheduled stops only, eh? Well, Mr. Carson, Benton's Crossing has just become an official scheduled stop.
Oh, no. Brace yourself. Stand clear of that first.
wind up a four-legged fricassee.
Brace yourself, everybody. Were you all right? Good. Come on to me and I'll let you take a bite out of old man Ben.
What did you do, Joe? Make this an official scheduled stop?
You count, Farmer. I'm going to make an official stop out of your nose.
Joe! Joe, look! Look what fell out of the luggage rack. It was there all the time.
So what?
Don't you understand? This is what we've been looking for. The documents. They're all inside. See?
You mean the documents that spell out our rights?
That's right. It fell out when you hit the brakes.
No kidding. Hey, want to know something? You're a sweet little guy.
So you see, Mr. Bellingham, this one's a plain and simple agreement between the people of the Hooterville Valley and the CNFW Railroad. And it promises that the CNFW will provide good and faithful service to the residents of the valley for the term of this agreement.
May I see that, please? This thing's over 75 years old.
Does that make it worse?
Let's see. In consideration for $1 per year to each property owner along the track for a right-of-way, the CNFW agrees to provide for the term of this contract and so on and so on and so on and so on. So, yeah. Here we are. Look here. Either party may terminate this agreement upon notifying the other in writing. Let me take a pen, if you please. I am so notifying you now.
May I see that a moment?
Of course.
Thank you. Why, Joe, I didn't know you were getting $1 a year for the right-of-way.
I don't.
Oh, those things are never paid. It's just a legal formality.
Oh, that's not what it says here.
That's right, Buster. So cough up.
But I tell you, what's the use of arguing? How much can it come to at the most? 75 years, $75, if that's what it takes to make you happy?
Yeah.
No,
Hmm?
not quite. There's a little matter of 6% interest compounded annually.
Well, how much can that add up to?
Well, I think you'd be quite surprised, especially when it's multiplied by, how many property owners are there along the right-of-way, Mr. Drucker?
Well, maybe a couple of hundred or so, but... Oh, say, it does say $1 a year to each property owner, doesn't it?
Oh, come on now, for heaven's sake.
No, that's what it says, Mr. Billingham. So that means $200 a year, 6% interest compounded annually, 75 years. Well, of course, I don't have a calculator here, but I'm sure Banker Graham would give us the figures on it. And I'd be willing to bet that we'll find ourselves talking in terms of 6 figures.
Oh, you mean $100,000?
No, I was thinking of $250,000.
Oh, but I...
You'll take it in cash.
Oh, wait now. Wait a minute. Let's talk this over. Isn't there something we can do?
Yes, there is something you can do. You can tear that up and extend this for another 75 years.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Indeed, I will. Yes. But the $1 a year right-away clause in the contract to the property owner...
Oh, those are never paid. That's just a legal formality.
I don't know about the rest of you people. Now that I got this all straightened out, I got a train to run.
So we're back.
Please, I notice. Hi, everybody. I'm back.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I couldn't stay retired, especially after all those letters.
Letters.
From all over the valley, asking me to come back and run and train.
That's wonderful. Floyd, welcome back.
Yeah, welcome home, Floyd. Okay, welcome back. I got to pick up the stuff down in the cab.
Poor Joe.
Why? He was the first one to write.
Today on TV Land, it's your rare chance to see big Hollywood classics as they were explored on television on our big screen, little screen edition of The Wonders of TV Land. Coming up at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific, only on TV Land. Up next on TV Land, it's Sonny and Cher, so stay tuned.
Petticoat Junction.